by canceling student debt, we would close the racial wealth gap between whites and blacks from 12 to 1 to 5 to 1. Hello, somebody. 5 to 1 is still too high, but at least it would close the gap. We have so many in the millennial generation and younger who have seen things in this country go in the opposite direction, that we as a nation cannot guarantee that they will have a better quality of life than their generation before them. We are going backwards in that regard. So if people want to talk about class warfare, war was already declared, and it was declared by the elites on the everyday working people of this nation. And it is time that we make the body politic bend to the wheel of the mamas and daddies and the grandmothers and the grandfathers and the aunts and the aunties of this nation, the people who make this nation continue to grow. And it is immoral. It is a shame. And this is not about wealth. This is about excessive greed. There is a difference. When people are making their money off of the backs and the lives and the souls of folks, maybe you need to find another way to make a profit. Hello, somebody. So we just not going to take it no more. So it is a beautiful thing that we have Senator Bernard Sanders, who has said to Wall Street, I'm coming for your greed. Pharmaceutical industry, I'm coming for your greed. Fossil fuel industry, I'm coming for your greed. That his only special interests are people like you in this room. That he doesn't have to kowtow or bid or beg to the elites in this nation, because he only accepting money from people like you. $18.56 at a time. Hello, somebody. That's how we're going to win this race. And guess what? He's the only candidate that has a reservoir of folks who can keep giving and giving and giving and giving. And when they're done, they can give some more, because he is taking it from the folks of this nation. And we need real campaign finance reform in the United States of America. Nobody should be able to buy the presidency. Hello, somebody. So we're going to do this thing, South Carolina. We are going to shock and all the world. You know, they said that the senator didn't have a diverse coalition. Said black folks wasn't rocking with the senator. Said our Latinx sisters and brothers weren't rocking with the senator. How is it that in Iowa, and even though Iowa is a majority white state, the majority of the people of color who participated in that caucus went for Senator Bernard Sanders? Hello, somebody. We talk about the Rainbow Coalition of white and black and brown and Asian American indigenous people went with Senator Bernard Sanders. So then we get to New Hampshire, and the same thing happens. Hello, somebody. But then Nevada, hallelujah, somebody. Nevada just took that thing all the way. Between 17 and 29-year-old Senator Bernard Sanders got 66% of that vote. Hello! Our millennials and our Zs who are old enough to vote, they know what kind of future they want. Our Latinx sisters and brothers, now they did that. Hello, somebody. They did that thing in Nevada. The culinary workers, y'all remember this? Yes. Come on, somebody. The culinary workers, I'm talking about the rank and file folks. There are 7 strip caucuses in the great state of Nevada. There are 7. Senator Bernard Sanders won 5 of them just straight out. Hello, somebody. He tied 1 and he lost 1. What is the memo? Is that the culinary workers know what the nurses know. Hello, somebody. Right. That Medicare for all, that the time is now to have Medicare for all. Who wants to be victim to their jobs? Yes, if people are blessed enough to have health care right now, you are still at the mercy of your employer. What Medicare for all says is that it's no longer tied to a job, it's tied to your humanity. That the very fact that you are in the United States of America dictates that you should have not access to health care, but you should have that health care. Hello, somebody. You ain't got to whip out no cards or nothing. You don't have to stay on the job that you may or may not like. And all of us, to a certain extent, are underinsured. A lot of people know insurance. Many of us are underinsured. And Medicare for all takes away those co-pays, those deductibles, and those premiums. It is right in line with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as he critiqued this nation. He often talked about this healthcare system and the injustices that are within it. It is the same that champions like Fannie Lou Hamer and Ella Baker and Cesar Chavez, hello somebody, are champions. Mother Jones, who said, I would pray for the dead and fight like hell for the living. That is the kind of state that we are in right now, when each and every one of us, no matter what walk of life we are in, have a moral obligation to stand up for justice in our time, and then stand up for justice for somebody else that's coming along beside us. This is this transformational moment that we are never going to get back. It's never going to be quite like this again, when we have an alignment, somebody who is not afraid to say that the system is rigged, somebody who is uniquely positioned to take it to President Donald J. Trump. Hello, somebody. That's what I'm talking about. And this is not just about defeating him, but it is about what is your vision for the future. And we are talking about a vision for the future that all of us can enjoy. When did being poor or working class become a crime? And we continue to put more value on the lives of people who have more wealth. And meanwhile, that everybody else, that if you are not in that 1% in this nation, somehow you are made to feel like your life is not worthy. I'm here to tell you, South Carolina, that your life is worthy. In the same way that generations before us took on the challenge, in the same way that FDR challenged the elites of his day, and he said, baby, I welcome your hatred. In the same way that in 1944, he talked about the Economic Bill of Rights and what we deserve in this country. Health care for retirees, a decent retirement, education, housing. All Senator Bernard Sanders is doing is adding the 21st century spin on it. We're going to put a little Green New Deal on the 21st century version. We're going to put reform a justice system that is unjust. Hello, somebody. That sees black men and brown men and black women and brown women somehow more criminal than anybody else. We're going to add legalization of marijuana to that. Hello, somebody. We're going to expunge the records of folks that went down for those kinds of things. Hello, somebody. We're going to add college for all, because in the 21st century, for us to be able to keep our competitive edge as a nation, we must move from the K through 12 model to a pre-K to college model and trade school model. It's a social contract. It's how we're going to invest in each other. So if the people who run it don't have the same type of vision, this is about vision, not division. You know, you got one candidate talking about division. No, this is about a vision of what is possible. That people have a right in a hegemon nation to be able to expect that their money will be used in a way that edifies the least of these, our sisters and our brothers. We got a champion on our hands, and he knows the reason why he always says, not me, us. Because he understands that he cannot do this by himself, that we are in front of him, we are beside him, and we are behind him. We are the wind beneath his wings. You are the reason why